So I watched the Johnny Manziel doc yesterday, and there were a lot of points that I took from it, and I think I would recommend it to anybody that not only the people that like sports and are playing sports or are associated in any way with sports, but I think that it's a doc that can kind of reflect on how to live your life kind of in a way if you interpret it the right way. But the big point that I really the main point that I think I took away from this the most is if you watch that doc, if you see it, you really got to think about how fast it all happened, how fast the main acts of that career, pretty much that life, really take place. It's all through about 3.5 years. That's it. 3.5 years, and that's pretty much the end of his this crazy run. Because he starts off his redshirt freshman year, Texas A&M beats Alabama, shocks everybody. They do a lot better than they thought. First year in the SEC, you win the Cotton Bowl. It's all great. Year after that, obviously, there's the money. There's the signing autograph scandal. Then obviously, he's the most hyped player in the league. It will in college football, maybe ever going into a year two, and because he felt like an NFL player in year two. It was ridiculous. It was pandemonium when he played that year two, and they go 8-4, win the Chick-fil-A Bowl when the Chick-fil-A Bowl wasn't what it was, and then just like that, he's going combine. He's ready for the draft. Gets drafted by the Browns. Party stuff gets leaked. All that. Tanks, and he's pretty much done with the Browns in a year and a half. Gets released after 2 years, but he was pretty much done after halfway through that second season. And you look at it and you're like, that was it. That was it. There was really nothing else. There was no more NFL. There was a stint in Canada, but that's from where he was. That doesn't really mean much of anything. And it happened. That's how quick. That's how quick that life can hit you. Is what that shows you. And for this, it hit him quick. It hit him really quick. And that just goes out to players and the like people that are watching this that are playing high school ball right now, playing middle school ball. You really got to want to do it. If you're sitting there and you don't have, especially if you're a quarterback, if you want to be a quarterback, you want to play college football, you want to play NFL ball, you gotta make a decision right now if you can do it and you want to do it. Because not everybody can. And he said there was the playbook thing where he didn't look at it at all. He was coasting. He did it at that point. Life had gotten in the way. It became to a point where it wasn't a passion anymore. That just shows how hard it is. This documentary shows how hard it is to succeed in life. Especially the NFL as a quarterback. The role of a quarterback is just you're the leader of a franchise. You have to be there. You have to be the king of that roster and of that organization. You got to carry yourself well. A lot of these quarterbacks, some of these quarterbacks who are touted as pretty good, like a Kirk Cousins or guys like that, they're not the most talented guys. They just have unbelievable character, and they're able to get by with it. If you're halfway out of it, which he was almost 2 feet out the door, but even if you're 1 foot out the door, it's not going to work. There's no chance. And yeah, that's why I like the doc, because it really shows, how hard it is to succeed in the NFL. I think that, any kid watching, playing high school football, playing middle school football, who has dreams, admirations to do stuff, you got to take this as an example. Take his career. His career is always going to be taken as an example. Nobody's going to forget about it because, if he's committed, he's into it, he's still playing right now and probably at a high level. Because when you really dive into it and you realize like how into it he was not, how little effort he had, and he still had games where he scored touchdowns. Like he was bad, but like he wasn't after seeing this doc, I'm surprised that he even took a snap. He started a few games. I'm surprised he took a snap. But that's the moral of the story. It's how quick that hit him. It was 3.5 years. That was it. So, yeah, watch the Johnny Manziel doc. I think it's great. One of the best sports docs I've ever seen. It was good. I mean, it really dives in to that character, and it shows, what happens when you lose it, when you get out of control, and you're not locked in. Passed in college, can't pass in the pros. And I even have a theory: if he stays at Texas A&M for another year, he was going off the walls. He would have probably started not playing that well. But watch the Johnny Manziel doc.